Hey guys, it's Troy here with a massive Q&A session. This is going to take a long time because I had over 500 questions that came in the last couple days, which is absolutely insane. And I'm obviously not going to be able to answer all of them, but I'm going to do my best to pick and choose a good mixture of YouTube questions and then like personal questions to create like a pretty solid Q&A, hopefully. Apologize in advance if I don't answer your question. And I apologize if I say the names wrong, if I mispronounce it or something, because some of these names are kind of complicated, like this first one. But anyway, without further ado, the first question is by Matthias Zeifer or something like that. It's on the screen. If you could put one character in Smash or Mario Kart, who would it be and why? It's a good question, and I had to think about it for a few minutes, and then when this name popped into my head, it was obvious, and I'd put this character in both Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. I would put the dinosaur creature from Mario 3D World. His name is Plessy, I think, and he was just my favorite part of Mario 3D World when you get to like ride on top of the dinosaur, and it'd be awesome if he was a character in either one of those games. Okay, so the next question is by Axe Light. This may be a lot to ask for, but I would love to see possibly live face cam racing. The reactions from Command and Crash were great. It was definitely necessary for Command and Crash just to like prove that we were actually doing it legitimately with the bag over his head. But the problem with the face cam thing is like I don't even do live commentary when I do my videos, like, ever. So it would be like live commentary, it'd be live face cam, and because like generally I don't like to talk too much when I race, so I feel like it wouldn't be too entertaining just to see me staring at a screen. Like it would distract from the racing, and it's kind of a hassle to set it up, a face cam, and have to sync it with every video. But I could see it being a possibility in like a series. Like I feel like it would be good for like Rate That Custom Track or something if I were to ever make another one of those, because that's done live, obviously, or like a shortcut challenge video. Like it would definitely be good for that, but I don't think I would want to do it for like serious racing, just because I like to focus and having a face cam on me would distract me. Okay, the next one. Liquid Jimmy 123. Why did you change your channel name from TWD98? My channel name is still technically TWD98. I didn't change it. Like you could type in youtube.com/TWD98 and my channel will come up. It's just like I like changed the title of it so it could be found, like it's more memorable just seeing Troy's Mario Kart channel. Like I had so many people that I would tell them my channel, like just friends or relatives, and like they wouldn't even remember it. Like they'd just be like, wait, what was that? And they'd have to like write it down, and then when they'd relay it back to me, they would always mess it up, and I'm just like, I guess TWD98 is a little too random for people to remember very well. So I just I changed the title of it to exactly what it is, but I could change it back anytime. I don't think it really matters. Next question is Salamander for the win. Potatoes or tomatoes? Potatoes. The next question is from the Yoshi Wiki. He asks, what are your opinions on Mario Kart 8? Do you like it better than Super Smash Bros. 4? Or Super Smash Bros. Wii U. I like Smash Bros. 4 quite a bit more. And it all comes down to one reason. I just had way more fun with Smash Bros. 4. Like I still play Smash Bros. 4 semi-actively. Like I'll pick it up and just do fun stuff on it all the time. With Mario Kart 8, I don't know. There's not much. I didn't have much fun with the game, unfortunately. However, there are plenty of people that love Mario Kart 8, and that's totally cool. Like I mean, it just wasn't for me. Okay, next is Fribster64. Why did you start doing YouTube? Why do you love Mario Kart so much? Do you think Mario Kart Wii is broken? Okay. I started doing YouTube because back in like 2009, 2010, which was like my freshman and sophomore year of high school, I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii, mainly like clan stuff. I was big into the clan wars, like that's team racing, you know, where you have your team and then there's another team and there's you have a Skype call and you try to get more points than the other team. I was huge into that sort of competitive Mario Kart, and my parents like hated it. They thought I spent way too much time playing video games and it wasn't productive, and they were kind of right, let's be honest. So they said that if you're gonna play this much Mario Kart, like you should at least do something with it. And my dad like recommended I should make videos for the game, like at least develop some skills, like because I had expressed interest in the past in like movie making and stuff. So I decided to try it out, and that's how I got started on YouTube. I got into it around 2010, late 2010 or something, when I started actively uploading, and then I got like popularity in 2011. Why do I like Mario Kart so much? That's hard to pinpoint, but I've been playing Mario Kart since Mario Kart Super Circuit. I used to play it with my brother, and we would try to beat all the cups on Mario Super Circuit, and like then we unlocked all the extra cups, and there was like 5 more cups, so there was 10 total cups in the game, and that was super exciting. Then it came out on the DS, and I had so much fun playing like local Mario Kart DS with my friends. Like we'd all have our DSs and we'd play in the garage, and we'd have these awesome like 8-player matches and stuff. And then it came out on the Wii, and then like the Wii had this awesome online, and then from there, like yeah, I've always loved Mario Kart. It's a great franchise for sure. But unfortunately, I never played the 64 one until like I was much older, so I don't have that nostalgia for it like I do with the other ones. I did play Super Mario Kart though. I played it when I was like a really little kid, like 6 or 7 years old. I would play it with my brother also, but not nearly to the extent I played like Super Circuit and DS and Double Dash and Wii. Okay, and then the last one is, do you think Mario Kart Wii is broken? It's totally broken, and that's why I love it. Like the game has so much broken stuff in it. There's not like any super specific game breaking mechanics. Like Mario Kart 8 has that fire hopping. Like honestly, Mario Kart Wii doesn't have anything like that broken, with just like something you could do on every single track. But Mario Kart Wii has so many just unique glitches with so many different unique shortcuts and glitches and strats for each track that it makes it a super awesome game. The next one has 3 questions. It's from Game Watchable. He says, why did you start a YouTube channel? I actually already answered that one, so I'm gonna keep going. When did you become a Nintendo fan? That's a good question. I was a Pokemon fan since I was like in 1st grade. I played Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, like one of my first games. I think Tetris was my first game, then it was like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. So I guess you could say I was a Nintendo fan back then, but I consider myself a Nintendo fan around 5th grade when I got Super Mario 64 for the DS, and I got a Nintendo DS, and that was like, I just loved the game to death. I got like 150 stars on it, which is all of them, and it was like my favorite game ever, and that's what got me into like buying all the Nintendo systems from then on after, from the regular Nintendo DS all the way to like the Wii and the 3DS and the Wii U, etc. Next question is from Gamer Weverse 54. What is your favorite character in Smash Bros. 4? Do you plan on doing Mario Kart 8 again after the new DLC? Okay, so for the first part of the question, my favorite character in Smash Bros. 4 is definitely Shulk. He says super funny things like, I'm really feeling it. And he's just super funny, like backslash. And he always mentions his Monado arts and stuff. And he's just super dramatic, which I love. He's my favorite, and then I'd put Toon Link as my second favorite. But for actually using the character, I think Toon Link is my favorite. Shulk is a little hard to use for sure with all the different Monados. And then you plan to do Mario Kart 8 again after the DLC? Yeah, I'm gonna play it when the DLC comes out, probably for a couple days, and then I'll never play it again. But yeah, that's what I did with the other update. Let's see. The next one is from Inda_dark. If your Mario Kart Wii copy stops working, will you buy the last Mario Kart Wii copy for 1 million bugs? Bugs. Bugs. I think he means bucks, but I would definitely buy it for 1 million bugs. I don't like bugs. I would give all the bugs in the universe to get a Mario Kart Wii copy. But for $1 million, no, I don't have $1 million. I'm sorry, Into Dark, but I'm gonna have to, let you down. All right, Shane Liszewski. How old are you, and what's your favorite food? Okay, I am 20 years old. I turned 21 in April, and my favorite food has got to be pizza. You can't go wrong with pizza. Unfortunately, it's not the healthiest food, and I have to cut back on it, but I love pizza so much. Okay, the next one is from Jace Dill, I think it says. What's the significance behind the 98 in your username? I've had this question asked for years, and no one else has even gotten remotely close to guessing the reason. why the number is 98. I think like less than 5 people in the world probably know what the 98 means. And it's so insignificant, but it's absolutely hilarious. And if I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, I will reveal what the 98 means. So it'll be years from now or something, or maybe never. But yeah, not gonna tell you guys for now. I gotta tease it a bit. Okay. I will say though that I made that account when I was in 7th grade. So it's actually been my favorite number since I was in like 2nd grade. So I've stuck true to it. I'm a loyal fan of the number 98. Okay, next person is Matt D7217. Who is your favorite and least favorite characters in Smash 4? Colton will know the answer to this. I already said my favorites. I like Shulk and Toon Link, but my least favorite is probably Robin. I don't know why. I just hate playing against Robin. And I make it very obvious whenever someone picks Robin by my groans and my just upset attitude for the whole match. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Robin. Probably has already been asked, but what are you majoring in? I'm majoring in media arts, which is actually very similar to what I do now. It's more broad though, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my life, so I picked a more broad category with multiple things I'm interested in that category of a major. So yeah, I'm going to be going to UCSD next semester, transferring, so I'm definitely excited for that. This next question is from H. Beyfus, Beyfus. What is the present situation and potential future for the Mario Kart Wii competitive community? Well, I mean, it's not dead because you got the custom servers. Like, I honestly thought that Mario Kart Wii would probably, like, there would be no more clans after the Wi-Fi shutdown. But I'm pretty pleasantly surprised to see that the community has really stepped up, and a few select individuals made those awesome custom servers and are keeping them running. So as long as those are around, there's still going to be clan wars to play for fun. I don't think it's going to get to the point where the clan wars get even more popular than it was when we actually had servers, but I think they're going to still be around to play for fun, and that's awesome. And that's about all I have to say about that. Remy in the Sky says, what countries have you traveled to? Okay, I've been to United States, Mexico, Canada very briefly, Japan, which was amazing, Germany, Denmark, Estonia, Russia, Finland, and Sweden. So not that many, but still quite a few, I guess. Depends how you want to look at it. For states though, I've been to a lot of the US. Like, I consider myself very avidly traveled throughout the US. I've been to California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, Maryland, half the states or something I've been to, which is pretty cool. And I might be missing a few. Oh, Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii, which is really cool. But my favorites, for going back to the question, my favorites are Japan by far and Sweden. I really like Japan and Sweden. Those were definitely my favorites. And then the US, the US is awesome. I love many sections of the US, but the US is so gigantic and diverse that it's kind of hard to say oh, I love the US. It's more easy to say oh, I love New York, or oh, I love Southern California or Hawaii or something. But for places I want to visit in the future, I really want to go to Florida because I've never been there. And it'd be cool to visit Australia and then lower Europe because I've only been to upper Europe. And I'd love to go to China or maybe Japan again. Definitely Japan again. But yeah, that's about it for that question. Next question is from Beacon Boy 1217. I see you've been posting Smash a bit lately. Are you going to continue posting games other than Mario Kart in the future? It's definitely a possibility. It's just whatever I'm interested in. I don't just how do I word this? I just kind of do what I like. I've always been that way. I don't really literally look at my subscriber count or my view count too much. I just do what I enjoy, which is mainly Mario Kart, as you can see. And if people like it, then that makes me happy, and that's how I go on. Because I like this to feel as much as a hobby as possible rather than a job, and I try to like manipulate it in that way by just doing what I like, even if it's not the best for my channel. But yeah, that's about it. Next one is from Brails. Do you watch anime? And if you do, what are your favorites? I have a favorite anime, but I've only seen a couple. My favorite anime is Death Note, and I saw it like 5 years ago, and I thought it was so awesome. And since then, I've actually rewatched it a couple times, and it's awesome every time. I definitely recommend it. It's a super intelligent anime, and it is like one season, 30 something episodes, and it's really thrilling. And then I got halfway through Attack on Titan, and then I heard like the next season was going to be in like over a year. So then I actually still haven't finished Attack on Titan, but I'll get back to that eventually. Next question, The Magician Manatee. Other than Mario Kart and Smash Bros, what other games do you like to play in your spare time? I like the Pokemon games, the Pokemon version games specifically. Like, they're on the portable systems, you know, starting from Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, all the way to Pokemon Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. I've played like every single one. I mean, obviously when they release two at the same time, I don't always buy both of them, but I've played like pretty much every Pokemon game. And then I also like the Zelda games, but I'm not like a huge Zelda fan. Like I've played like 4 or 5 Zelda games. And right now I'm playing Wind Waker, and my favorite one though was A Link Between Worlds. Okay. Snook Lion says, what religion are you? I celebrate Christian holidays like Christmas and stuff, but I'm not religious at all. Never really been to church, just don't really have too much interest in it. I think it's, you know, people could believe whatever they want, and that is totally fine with me. I just kind of stay out of everything to do with religion. Yeah. Sunburn 9000. What is the best roller coaster ever? That is completely opinionated. Like, there is no best roller coaster ever. It's all based on preference. But I will tell you that the fastest and the tallest ones are not always the best ones. My favorite roller coaster, I've been on the tallest and fastest ones in the world pretty much, and my favorite one only goes like 50 miles an hour, and it's only a little over 100 feet tall. So yeah. Next question is Maltageki. Maltageki asks, how good friends are you with Sam, and will you do more Smash content? Sam and I are great friends. We talk very often, and we've been friends since like 2011. So we've met each other twice at PAX conventions. I've been to his house. He'll probably come to my house within the next year. So yeah, we're definitely like really close friends. Smash content, yeah, I think when Colton comes down again, we'll do some more, because Colton really likes Smash Bros, and Matt always has good ideas, so we'll probably get them together and do some more Smash Bros, and hopefully get featured on Kotaku again. Okay, Keegan Witzkazak. God, these names are complicated. He asks, do you think Mario Kart will ever become MLG? What he means by MLG is like esports, like Major League Gaming. Will it ever become like a sport, like where people watch it and people get paid tons of money to play it? I highly doubt it. It's so far away from that right now that it would take a long time before it ever gets to that point, like Smash Bros is. So I'm gonna say no on that one, unfortunately. Is YouTube your job or your hobby? If it's not your job, what is your job? By the way, love your videos. Keep up the good work. That's what JTVS Wager asks. It is my job and my hobby. It became my job in 2011, and it became a hobby in like 2010. And right now it's currently both, and that is my job. I don't have another job, and I'm very lucky. Okay. Since you like roller coasters, what is your favorite roller coaster you've ridden, and what is your favorite park you visited? I will go a step further, and I will give you my top 10 roller coasters, but I have it written down. My favorite park I visited is Cedar Point in Ohio. Just Google Cedar Point and just look at pictures. Like, you're gonna want to go there if you like roller coasters. It's awesome. And I give honorable mentions to Leesburg in Sweden, that was a really nice park, and Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey was awesome, and Knoebels Amusement Resort in Pennsylvania, super small, kind of in the middle of nowhere park, but it's so unique and really great as well. My top 10 roller coasters are as follows. Balder at Leesburg in Sweden was my favorite. It's like the perfect roller coaster. It is all about airtime, and you get out of your seat on every single one of those steep drops, and it is smooth as glass and just pure fun. I could ride it 500 times in a row and not get bored. Number 2, Phoenix at Knoebels Amusement Resort. Phoenix like doesn't even have like seatbelts. It has these buzz bars, so there's a solid this much room between your knees and the bar. So on every single drop, you get so much air that you feel like you're gonna fall out, and it's absolutely amazing. Like the roller coaster is not even that tall, it's not even that fast, but it's more thrilling than 99% of the roller coasters out there. Number 3, New Texas Giant, Six Flags Over Texas. Number 4, Millennium Force at Cedar Point. Number 5, Maverick at Cedar Point. Number 6, Helix at Leesburg. Number 7, Bizarro at Six Flags New England. Number 8, El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure. Number 9, Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. And number 10, X2 Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is the one by me. And I'll go up to 16 because that's like the tallest in the world, so you can get a little more. Goliath, Six Flags Great America, number 11. Number 12, Skyrush, Hershey Park. Number 13, Storm Runner, Hershey Park. Number 14, Accelerator, Knott's Berry Farm. Number 15, Fahrenheit at Hershey Park. And the tallest in the world is my 16th favorite, King Ka, Six Flags Great Adventure. I'll stop there. But yeah, as you can see, I've been on a lot of roller coasters, like over 150, and those are my top ones. So I hope that that sufficed for you. BM12DC12 YouTube asks, can you do another trivia video? Unfortunately, when I made that trivia video, I got a lot of backlash from people. Like, people were just saying this was like super like arrogant of me to do this, and were giving me tons of crap for it. So not going to mention any names, but it really turned me off the idea. Like, all I wanted to do was make a fun video that just for my like loyal subscribers, just to see how much they knew about the channel, and I got tons of crap for it. So I was like, never doing one of those again. The Pokemon Y says, if you weren't on YouTube, would you still be playing Mario Kart? I'll give a simple answer, and that would be yes. I love Mario Kart. Even if I wasn't on YouTube, I'm sure I'd still play it for sure. Sacred Panda 543 asks, how did you meet your friends Sam, Colton, Matt, Justin, and Tom? Also, can you make Pokemon videos? Thank you, Troy. Like, I'd love to make Pokemon videos, but I feel like that would just annoy too many people, because people subscribe for Mario Kart, and I just get a ton of like, this isn't Mario Kart, play Mario Kart, and then they would just hate it, and then that would be really annoying, because that's what happens every time I upload something that's not Mario Kart. Like, I was uploading Smash Bros, and people were getting annoyed, and I'm like, come on, like, seriously, guys? So I don't know if Pokemon videos are in the future. That's just too far out of the realm of what people want, unfortunately. How did I meet my friends? Sam, I met him through YouTube. I met him through a guy named Jeff, and he introduced us because we were like, I had partnership questions about how to get partnered on YouTube, and I met Sam through there, and then we kind of got to know each other better through Ninbuzz and stuff. And Colton, I met through being on the same soccer team and having the same class as him in 4th grade. So I met him in 4th grade. Matt, I met senior year of high school. We had a class together, statistics, and we became friends. We sat next to each other. Justin, I've known since 2nd grade. We had a same class together, 2nd grade. Then we didn't really talk too much from like 4th grade to 9th grade. Like, we weren't really friends. And then like we became friends again in 10th grade when we had classes together. And then we've been friends ever since. And then Tom, or Sword of Seals, I met through a giant Skype call that I was in when the Coconut Mall glitch got discovered in Mario Kart Wii. There was this giant Skype call, and like, everybody was trying to get the world record, and Sword of Seals was in the call, and he was just super hilarious, and he was like making everyone crack up. And I remember he'd been awake for 50 hours straight, so he was super cranky and just hilarious. And I got to know him through that super long all-nighter Skype call, and then we became friends. King Waluigi asks, if you could make a custom track, what would the name be and what would the map look like? That's a good question that I've put very little thought into, but Sort of Seals and I always have this joke of what kind of track I'd make, and it would have tons of shortcuts. And at one section of the track, um, there would be 3 Mushroom Gorge gap jumps in a row, kind of like one here, like one right here, and then another one right here. So if you had 3 streams, you can do a gap jump, then drift, then do another gap jump, and then drift, and then do another gap jump. And they would be exactly like the Mushroom Gorge gap jump. Like I want it to be the exact replica of it 3 times in a row. I think that would be so cool. It's a super stupid idea though. Like it's just like a gimmicky thing. But I would love to make a track like Shortcut Circuit or something, and it would just have like insanely difficult shortcuts like all over the place or something. I have no idea. Sorry, that's like the best answer I could give. 90PLL says, will you bring back Command and Crash or Rate That Custom Track? Command and Crash, probably not. Rate That Custom Track, probably. Just whenever Justin feels like it. Honestly, I don't want to pester him too much about it. Because when I do see Justin, we like just hang out and just not do YouTube stuff. As you can see, Justin hasn't been in hardly any videos in the last year and a half. Where do you live? I live in San Diego County, Southern California. What's your favorite Mario game? Mario Kart Wii, believe it or not. Next question is JChanD1999. When you walk into Walmart and scream "Bam Shock Dodge," do they give you a free discount? Hashtag Kappa2. Kappa2, what is that? Bam Shock Dodge. That's so random. Like, I wish that would be so cool. I would, if I did get a free discount, I would do it, like, for the record, but I don't think I will. So I don't want to make a complete fool out of myself in front of public, in front of everybody. So, I've never tried. I'm sorry, J-Chan. All right. Is there still a future for Mario Kart Wii videos? If so, will you continue some of your old series or just start fresh with many new series? That's what Gavinator484 asks. There's definitely a future for Mario Kart Wii videos. I actually have some ideas. A lot of it really doesn't have to do with old series though, more new stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to upload on a regular basis. Unfortunately, the human mind isn't the best forecaster. It's easy to say, I'm going to do this, and then 3 days later completely change your mind and have no motivation for it. So I'm going to do my best, though, to stay active this year and to produce quality Mario Kart content and maybe more stuff as well. Days, Yoshi, and Me asks, who are your Smash mains? Toon Link, Shulk, pretty much. Diddy Kong sometimes. And then, are you going to PAX East this year? I'm not going to PAX East this year. I went the last 2 years, and it's kind of the same thing every year, so I'm just going to take a year off. Maybe next year, but not this year. Is your favorite Pokemon still Dugong? It never was Dugong. Dugong is a joke. Red Falcon Games and I were talking about who the most forgot Pokemon was in the first 151, and we decided it was Dugong. So then I said that's going to be my favorite Pokemon whenever people ask me, because I don't have like a favorite Pokemon. That is just way too hard of a question. So yeah, that's how that started. I'm sorry for all the people that love Dugong. It's not my favorite, but it is, like, in a joking way, it's my favorite. So yeah. Do people recognize you as TWD98 and your YouTube channel when you're out in public? Never. I've never had anybody come up to me in public and say, hey, you're TWD98. Nice to meet you. No, I've never had that happen. I have had that happen plenty of times, though, at gaming conventions. Like, I've had people want pictures and autographs and stuff, and that's super humbling, and it's such an awesome feeling. But never just, like, I'm walking down the street and some guy comes up to me, unfortunately. That would be really cool, though. Like, that would make my day for sure. Iric N07 asks, so what's been going on in life since Mario Kart Wii ending and college starting? Let's see. So I graduated 2012. So the last 2 years I've been going to community college, taking all the general ed stuff because it's so much less expensive. And I was in a long distance relationship, as you guys probably know. And honestly, I was traveling a ton. I got to go to so many cool places. I'm not going to start bragging, but most of the traveling I've done in my life has been in the last 2 years. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And Mario Kart Wii is not ending, Iric. How dare you say that? Take that back right now. But I get what you mean. Like, yeah, Mario Kart Wii, it did kind of feel like it ended in 2014 when the server got shut down. But yeah, I'm gonna still play it though. It's a super fun game. Like I honestly I never get bored of Mario Kart Wii. Okay, next question is Leaf Speedruns. He says, "What did you decide to change your? Well, when did you decide to change your hairstyle and grow out the playoff beard? What do you like to do in your free time?" Um, that's so funny how everybody comments about my beard. Like, well, I don't have a beard right now, but like I grow facial hair super fast. So like when I did that other video 2 days ago, that quick announcement video, that was like 2 days of facial hair. Like that's how quick it grows. And I shaved today because I didn't want anyone commenting about my beard, because like it's not a beard. Like it's just like scruffiness, and I don't like facial hair that much, which is why I shave pretty often. But I changed my hairstyle like I think early this year. I was just like I kind of grew out of it. I mean, I'm like 20 years old, and that hairstyle like is for high schoolers for sure. So it was time to change my hairstyle. What do you like to do in your free time? That question is like I could name like 100 things, but I'll keep it simple. I love like all sort of sports and physical activity. I love binge watching TV shows on Netflix. I have tons of favorite shows. I'm surprised there's no questions about like one of my favorite TV shows. So I won't answer that. But I love roller coasters, as you could probably tell. Anything to do with traveling. I love playing video games and watching video game stuff. One thing I'm not a fan of, which is ironic, is I'm not a huge fan of the beach, even though the beach is like right by my house and it's like super popular place. So that's always something I get a lot of slack for. Okay, next question is from Olivia Ritter. What's the worst rage you've ever had while playing a video game? What did you break and say? I don't like remember exactly, but I do have this giant gash on the side of my futon. There's this giant like piece of wood that's gone because one time I bashed my controller into it and I broke the controller and I created that giant gash, and it was back in like 2010, so it's been a long time. And I don't remember the scenario, but I have a feeling it was probably a clan war, like a serious clan war, and I probably messed up or something and ended up losing the race and got really upset and just like slammed it against the futon. And I'm not talking like the cushy part of the futon. I'm talking like the arm part of the futon, like the wood part. And yeah, so I ruined my controller, and then that was like a super facepalm moment because like that was a perfectly good controller and I completely screwed up the joystick. Yeah. If you could say one thing to Nintendo and they would do it, what would you say? That's a good question. I would say to Nintendo, put me on the team for making the next Mario Kart game. That's what I'd tell them. I would absolutely love to be part of a team to make a Mario Kart game. Like I would make it the best Mario Kart ever. Like I would get so many I would get so much like community support. Like I would definitely try to make it the perfect game for like what the community likes, like try to create the perfect balance of just everything that people like in Mario Kart. And I feel like I have a very good idea of what a lot of that is because I'm around the community so much and I am very involved in everything to do with Mario Kart. So yeah, I would love to be on the team to make the next Mario Kart game, but that's never gonna happen. So yeah. Next question: how was your trip to Sweden, and why did you decide to go to Sweden from Sweden MK? My parents were taking a Scandinavia trip and they asked me if I wanted to come, and I was like, awesome, yeah, of course. And Sweden was part of the trip. It was a giant cruise. We spent a few days in Copenhagen, then we went to all these different cities for 1 to 2 days around the Baltic, and then after that we went to Sweden. We went to Stockholm. We spent a couple nights there, and then we took a train over to Gothenburg and we spent 2 days there. And Sweden was super awesome. I loved it. I'm not sure if I like Stockholm or Gothenburg better. I'd probably say Stockholm, but Gothenburg had Leesburg, so it's tough. They're both really good though. Who is your favorite YouTuber? I'm always gonna have a special place in my heart for Freddie W. I think his channel is called Rocket Jump now, but he's the one who created Video Game High School, and I actually got to meet him and spend a day with him back in 2012 for Roller Coaster Day, and I got to talk to him a ton. He's super awesome. He makes amazing short action skits, and he created Video Game High School. Like that's such a cool web series. That's by far the best web series I've ever seen. What are some goals that you have for the upcoming year? From Hatsune Risku. Well, my Mario Kart goal are actually already achieved. I wanted to get a world record in Mario Kart Wii again because it had been a long time. And I worked pretty hard on that, and I was able to get it after about 1 month, so I achieved that. As for my other goals, they're not like specific like that. They're more long-term stuff, and I don't like to ever tell people my goals. So, because if I fail, then nobody knows. It's sad, but it's true. I don't like to talk about my goals, but pretty generic stuff. It's generally just improving me to be the best me I can be. That's generally what all of it goes towards with all my remaining 2015 goals and future past 2015. Roman27 asks, how old is your cat? What's your favorite sport? Have you any other pets? My cat is 11 years old. So we've had her since I was in 4th grade. My favorite sport, that is super hard to answer. To watch, it's definitely football, but to play, like I love tennis, ping pong, ultimate frisbee. Like those are all really fun to play because like they're not contact sports really, and I don't like contact too much. But when I was younger, I loved basketball. Like just shooting hoops was always super awesome. So that's kind of hard to answer. And then I played soccer for like 10 years. So like, yeah, I can't give like a specific answer on that one. Do you have copyright problems with your videos? Says Miguel Lowers. The Mario Kart 8 ones and the Mario 3D World ones, aka like the Wii U ones, I've had copyright problems, and it's really annoying. Like it makes me not want to upload Mario Kart 8 at all when the videos get copyright claimed. Like the Mario Kart Wii ones, not really too many problems. The only time I've ever really had problems with the Mario Kart Wii ones are when I've actually had a copyrighted song in there and then it gets matched third-party content. But the Mario Kart 8 ones, like Nintendo is like crazy with the copyright on those. So it makes it super difficult to actually monetize them, and it makes it like not worth me ever uploading Mario Kart 8 almost. Now we're gonna go to YouTube comments. Did you beat up your ceiling fan by Brett MKW? I don't know why the fan looks like that. Well, I do. Like when I look back at it, like there's a certain glare on some of the attachments on the sides, and it makes it look like they're not even there. Like they're super skinny, so it makes the fan look completely screwed up. But the fan is fully functioning, I swear. And I think that's hilarious how people actually noticed that in the last video, because I didn't even notice that when I uploaded it. Aiden Rigo asks, what's better, Super Mario Sunshine or Super Mario 64? I'll always have a special place in my heart for Super Mario 64, but they're both super awesome. I love both the games a lot. X Aditya Gaming HD. What was the funniest thing your cat ever did? My cat is super talkative. She always meows and she is super social, which is hilarious. But whenever she sees another cat, her tail gets like this thick and she starts going crazy. She starts doing these loud moans and she starts like howling at the cat. And like it's always funny. Like I will open the door and like let my cat like go after the other cat and scare off the other cats, and it's just so funny. And like one time this cat like jumped on top the fence and my cat was down below, and they got in this giant like howling battle at each other, and I got the whole thing recorded too. So maybe I'll upload it sometime. But I always show people that video when like they like my cat. They're like, oh, your cat's so sweet and awesome, and I'm like, oh, you think my cat's sweet? No, my cat is vicious. And then I show them that video. Red Falcon Games asks, how do you wake up in the morning? Does it make you mad? Does it make you made? Nice typo there, Red Falcon. When people throw things at you. I remember that very, very vividly when I got woken up and I had the ninja reflexes and I threw that potato chip bag and almost hit him straight in the face. That was awesome. Good times, Red Falcon. Clash with Ducks. How many Smash Bros. Amiibos do you have? 0. I don't care for Amiibos. If I were to get one though, I'd get Toon Link because Toon Link's cool. Ethan Jones, do you consider MKWii the Melee of Mario Kart? Like that's like a controversial question. Like I don't really know what you mean by that, in what ways. When it comes to like, if you mean like Melee's the most skilled Smash Bros, and do you consider Mario Kart Wii the most skilled Mario Kart? Absolutely not. Mario Kart Wii is actually one of the easier Mario Karts to get into. If you mean it like in popularity, Melee is definitely the most popular for like competitive, and Mario Kart Wii might, like, it definitely was the most popular for competitive. Like Mario Kart Wii had the biggest competitive community, so I guess you could say that like Mario Kart Wii is the Melee of of Mario Kart for competitive, like overall amount of people that played it. But I don't know, that's kind of a weird comparison. I wouldn't make that comparison. I get it, but at the same time, I think it's like it's not accurate, and it's a little too vague for me to give a specific yes or no on it. Mewtwo 80,000 asks, do you plan on making any more Smash Bros videos? Yeah, when Colton comes down again, I'm sure we'll do more Smash Bros videos. We'll probably do like maybe online matches, but probably like custom stage stuff. We'll probably create some custom stages and like do goofy videos, because like if you do anything serious, you get too many people that comment and say like, you suck at the game, like you don't know how to do this, and that's just annoying. Like, we're playing for fun, for God's sake. So it's like, I much rather prefer doing fun videos so I don't get criticized like crazy by internet trolls. Skyrus FX says, in one of your RTCT videos, you said you'll make a custom track before you stop playing Mario Kart Wii. Is this the case? It is the case, but I'll never stop playing Mario Kart Wii, so I'll never have to make a custom track. Ha. Hopefully one day I'll make a custom track, but like I have no plans to right now, unfortunately. HW Carl asks, lefty or righty? I'm a lefty, so it would be cool if Troy is too. I am a lefty also, and that means whenever we like have to write notes in class, we get tons of graphite all over our sides of our hands, and we have the difficulty in life, extra difficulty. Like scissors often too don't like work as well for us and stuff. But I like being lefty. It's unique. Only like 10% of people are lefty. Yeah, that's cool, Carl, how you're a lefty also. Bridge asks, will you be at Playlist Live? I actually don't have like hardly any traveling plans for this year. I traveled so much in the last 2 years that I think this year I'm just gonna save my money and, you know, probably like stay in Southern California. Like I might go to like Vegas or Vancouver or somewhere like kind of close, because it won't be too expensive. But I'm not gonna go to the East Coast or any other countries for this year. That's how the plans are for now, at least. Simca Pan 78 asks, do you play Geometry Dash? That is a really cool game. I actually just discovered that game a couple days ago, and I downloaded it, and I beat like the first 6 or 7 levels. And it's really similar to the Impossible game, which is like, that was like my favorite app when I was in high school. And I've beaten all the levels in the Impossible game except for level 3, and I'm super close to beating level 3. But I want to beat, like, I actually picked up Impossible game again because I downloaded Geometry Dash. So I'm trying to beat level 3 on the Impossible game, and then I'll play more Geometry Dash. But yeah, Geometry Dash is like the coolest app I've ever seen, pretty much. I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of that. Jordan's MKB channel says, where was your Mario Kart DS shortcuts video you made in 2007? That is really awesome how you know about that video, because I deleted that video a long time ago. And it's so cool how people, like, you actually know about that video, because that was my first video. It was this Mario Kart DS shortcuts video with a camcorder with Secret Agent Man music sang by Cats. And it got copyrighted. And back then, match third-party content scared me, so I just deleted the video. I do have it on my computer somewhere, but I'm never going to upload it. It's too embarrassing. It honestly is super, super embarrassing. But yeah, that video had like 20,000 views, and my dad thought I was like famous for that. And I made it in 2007. Yeah, so my first video was actually like 4 years after my second video or something like that. It's crazy. What's your cat's name? Nurse Tarek. Believe it or not, my cat's name is Twilight. And it has nothing to do with the book series. We got my cat before that book series or that movie thing, like the movie series, even became a thing. So I was so annoyed when that became popular, because it was like, Twilight is my cat's name, and now everyone thinks we named her Twilight because of that book series, and that is not the case at all. And my mom named her. Like, I wanted to name her something completely different. So that's just bothered me. But her name is Twilight. Have you ever smoked pot? From Tom Squirwin. Don't know how to say your name. Never smoked pot and probably never will. I just have no desire to. And that's about it for that one. Signpost Madness says, why do you hardly upload videos? I wouldn't say I hardly upload videos. I think that's kind of harsh. I go in phases with the like videos. Like, I get motivation for a while and I upload, then I take a break and then I upload. And I know that's like kind of a bad pattern, but yeah, I'll try to stay active. I'll do my best. Ike Mikey says, if you had 24 hours to live and you had the opportunity to make out with Robert Downey Jr., would you? If he's wearing the Iron Man suit, then absolutely. If he's not, then sure, why not? I only have 24 hours to live. What's the worst? Like, it's not like, friends are gonna mention it down the road, like years to come, like how I kissed a guy or something. So I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, the answer would be definitely yes. Like, that is a golden opportunity. Next question is from TGO875. You and Alina still a thing? No, we're not together anymore as of like November last year. For those of you who don't know who Alina is, that was my girlfriend. We met through Mario Kart, and we dated for like over 2 years, and we visited each other. She lived on the East Coast, or Chicago more specifically, and so we were long distance, which sucked, and we visited each other many times though, during school breaks and stuff. But like, you do long distance for over 2 years, and when you're unable to like come up with a plan to bridge the long distance gap, it just kind of became like, just, we didn't have like a future plan, so we decided to call it off because in our lives right now we're going different ways. So yeah, we're not together anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, that's about it with that one. Got to keep it vague. Don't want to go into too many details. Next question is from Ryanator. Are you good at real life driving? If you mean like race, like like street racing or something, like I've never done any street racing. But if you just mean like generic driving, like how well I drive on the roads, like I am a great driver. I've never been pulled over in my life. I've never gotten a ticket, and I've never gotten in an accident. Like, I have been driving for like 6 years also, so I'm about as perfect as a driver as possible at the moment. Knock on wood. Don't want to get in an accident next time I pick up or get in my car. Okay, the last question is multiple questions, and a lot of them I don't think I've touched basis on yet. It's from Ladios, and Ladios, we're going to answer them one at a time. Says, why did you decide to get back the DK Mountain world record? That's a good question. Mario Kart Wii is like my favorite game, so having a world record in my favorite game, I think, is just so awesome. Like, that game has like such an impact on my life, and to have like a world record on one of the tracks is so cool. Like, so when I lost the record, like I wasn't motivated. I didn't really care too much. Mario Kart 8 had just came out, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Someone else beat it, whatever. But to get it back, yeah, I got motivation to play Mario Kart Wii again. And Sword of Seals wanted me to get the record back because he had got Sherbet Land, and I'd kind of promised him I'd do that. And I decided, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. And it was a super awesome feeling to get it. It was a great accomplishment. I didn't get the 2-minute sub, but to get 2:01:090 was really cool because I totally clutched that last lap. And yeah, it was an awesome feeling. But yeah, I just wanted to have a world record in my favorite game. I think that's an awesome thing. Okay, apologies for that random scenery change, but I just learned that the ending of my video got cut off, so I'm redoing it right now. I was on the second part of that question, and it was, what is your favorite track from each Mario Kart game you played? Mario Kart Super Nintendo, it would be Mario Circuit 2, and then Mario Kart 64, it would be Koopa Troopa Beach, Mario Kart, what is next? Mario Kart Super Circuit, Cheeseland, and Lakeside Park, Mario Kart Double Dash, Dino Jungle, because that dinosaur is the closest thing we got to Plessy. Mario Kart DS, Delfino Square, Mario Kart Wii. Honestly, there's so many, but like I'll go with Dry Dry Ruins and Grumble Volcano because those ones are a little bit above the rest, I think, for me. And Mario Kart 7, Koopa Troopa Beach again, and Rainbow Road, the Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road, not the Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. And then Mario Kart 8, I'll go with like Royal Raceway and Hyrule Circuit and maybe like the F-Zero one. Yeah. And then for favorite custom track in Mario Kart Wii, I'll go with Concord Town because it's a really well made track, and then it's super fun to drive on top of that. So that one feels like the most like a Nintendo track, which I really like, and it's like Delfino Square, and I love Delfino Square. And then for your favorite track in all the Mario Kart games, like that's super hard. I can't even decide that, but like Delfino Square has appeared in 2 games, and I loved it in both games a lot. And then like Koopa Troopa Beach, same thing. So those 2 tracks stand out. But And then Grumble Volcano also, I loved it in Mario Kart 8 even without the rock hop shortcut. So yeah, I put those ones up there, but I think that's about it. Yeah, so that brings this gigantic Q&A to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this was super long overdue. I've never done anything like this really before. I know I had like a really miniature one when I hit like 15,000 subscribers, but this was super lengthy, as you can tell. And if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. I'm sorry once again if I didn't answer your question. You can ask more questions in the comment section, but I'm kind of questioned out at the moment, so I'm not sure if I'll respond. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.